and between Winchester Springs are 31 and 16. This was not last weekend, but the weekend before, whenever we had some high temperatures. We had some rain on Friday, a little bit on Saturday, and this is and snow, as you can see on the road here too. And this is how close it got. So I would imagine we can sell some oceanfront property here and increase our taxes. There's beautiful views of the water here. This is just an example. I just wanted to show how close we actually got to having to close the road. That's the edge of the asphalt, and that's the water right there. And there it is coming up, and that's how close it got, and then it receded down. So we were very fortunate. We didn't have to close the road, but I think it's, when you look at that picture, it's pretty obvious that that road is number one, in rough shape, and number two, can't handle too much with that kind of saturation of the base. But like I said, fortunately, we didn't have any rain on Sunday, or it stopped raining kind of on Saturday. So the water got to here and went down. It cooled off enough, the melting stopped, and it went right down, and everything's okay now. But yeah, it's close. We're pretty excited. Anyway, just a couple of items to discuss. We are in the midst of filling a position for acquisitions clerk. Our acquisitions clerk, who's been with us for 36 3/4 years, is retiring at the end of April. That's Donna, so she'll be gone then, and of course we have to fill that position, so we're in the midst of filling that right now. We're in the midst as well of, poor Donna doesn't get any rest near the end of her work. This is the busy time of year for us, as you'll see in the upcoming months, because we're putting out all the votes and tenders right now. So she and the rest of the staff are in the midst of preparing those and getting them out. A couple of items just to note. One of the things we're looking at implementing this year is a 3-year contract for central line marking. It's an annual maintenance activity that we do. There will be some savings on the administrative side just because then we don't have to keep preparing the tenders every year. That would also help the contractors, because if they know they've got projects lined up, number one, we'll get good quality work through a term of the contract because they know they're coming back and they've got to please us. And number two, it gives maybe some people that wouldn't bid on this work an opportunity to bid on it because they see the long-term investment. So something we're weighing the pros and cons of, and we'll report back whether we have gone that direction. Another thing just to note was, we just wanted to highlight, we had a couple of accidents on our county road, some pretty serious ones. First one was on County Road 43, where a person in a vehicle collided with a dump truck. We want to commend our Finch crew, particularly Kelly Atchison and Dennis Massey, who happened to be the first on the scene after the accident, and assisted that person with that first responder first aid help. It takes a lot of guts to do that kind of thing, and kudos to them for stepping up and doing that. The rest of the Finch staff also, commendation goes out to them, because they went out to help with road closures and support for the EMS personnel. Second accident was unfortunately a fatality, County Road 2, Glen Walter, and that was a head-on collision between a pickup truck and an automobile. We haven't received the police report, or haven't received discussed it with the OPP for the final results of their investigation. But we went back through our records. It had been snowing that day, and we had been plowing that stretch of road already during that day. So, well, I guess we'll wait and see what the OPP will conclude. But certainly, it's something we'll look at. It's a particularly dangerous stretch of road for whatever reason, and we'll be looking at if there's any improvements that we can undertake.